Hey, what's up guys? Today we're going to learn about how to play the Scotch Gambit as white, but before we get into that, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more great opening videos. So the Scotch Gambit is going to start e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, and now d4. So if knight takes d4 is just the Scotch, much more positional, more solid, more grindy. So instead we're going to go bishop c4 and try to gambit that pawn and try to get an attack faster than the Scotch game. So if knight f6, in this video we're going to look at mostly just knight f6. In the other videos we'll look at bishop c5, d6, h6, and bishop b4 check. Now here we go e5 straight away. Try to attack the center, attack his pieces. Don't give him time to kind of set up where he wants to and be up a pawn. So here first we're going to look at knight g4. If knight g4 we castle. Now if he takes, we play knight takes, and rook e1. Pinning this knight to the king, and now for example of d6 we go f4, and now we're going to win this knight by taking with the pawn. So here we don't want to make the mistake of going rook e1 first. So here rook e1, because now he can go d6, and if we take, he plays pawn takes, and now this knight is safely on c6, and the most we can win back as a pawn. So we don't want to make that mistake. So instead, if he doesn't take that pawn and goes bishop e7, still very, very good for white. We go rook e1, taking away that square from the knight, and now we can go h3. The only place for this knight to go is knight h6. We're going to capture and give black terrible structure, and it's going to be very, very comfortable and easy for white to play. So knight g4 we'll be more than happy to see. Now if knight e4, we're going to like queen e2. So in this variation, we're going to sacrifice a pawn and try to develop as much as possible. So knight c5, castle, bishop e7, and c3. An idea you're going to see a lot of. So c3 take, knight takes c3, castle, and now bishop e3. Basically, we're going to develop all our pieces. And even though black is up a pawn, it's going to be very, very hard for him to move his pieces around. So knight e6, rook d1, and a b6 trying to get the bishop out. We're going to threaten to double up these rooks, put pressure on d7, and you're going to see it's very uncomfortable for black to play, very, very straightforward, easy for white to play. So that's what we're going to do if we see knight e4. Now the main move as you get better is going to be d5. In the beginning you're going to see more knight e4, knight g4, but as you get better and better, more people will start playing d5 against you. So here we go bishop b5, if knight e4, take on d4, and now there's two variations. If bishop c5, don't try to win material and get all fancy, just castle, castle, take on c6, and go f3. And this is a position that we're going to be more than familiar with and see all the time. But we're going to look at it through this move order with bishop d7 first, the main line. So take, pawn takes, castle, and now if bishop c5, we're going to go f3. So knight g5, bishop e3, castle, and now f4. So you're going to see these two pawns move up pretty fast, and this is going to be a nice addition to the position. But at some point we can try to go f5, f6, and start an attack over there. So if knight e4, we go knight d2. Let him take in here, and we're going to play on the dark squares. So knight b3, if he takes on e3, we play queen takes, and this is a bad bishop. This is a good knight. It has nice squares to jump to, and you're going to see we have ideas of pushing these guys up the board. So very, very nice for us to play. Now instead, if he goes knight e6, we're going to go c3, just strengthen that center. And here, just keep developing your pieces. Don't push too early, because you might end up losing these pawns. So finish your development, get your pieces out, and then you can start looking at all those kind of ideas. So definitely a position that both sides can play, but a little bit more comfortable for white with that space advantage and a lot of attacking potential. So that's what we're going to do if bishop c5. Now if bishop e7, black is choosing to play a little bit more passive, so we want to go ahead and punish him. Push these pawns as fast as possible. f3, knight g5, f4, basically saving a tempo and getting to f4 in one move. Now here next we go knight d2. If take, queen takes, castle, and now we can launch an attack with f5. If c5, f6, and you're going to see this is going to be very, very uncomfortable for black to play. If he takes on d4, we go queen g5, and now checkmate is going to be basically unstoppable. Instead of take on d4, you can take on f6, but here we go queen h6. Now if he takes, we take again, have a very nice attacking position, and if rook e8, we're going to take here, and you're going to see once again it's going to be very hard for black to play. White has a lot of pressure, 3-6, 3-6, so he's not even down a pawn here for this nice initiative. So that's what you're going to do against these lines with knight f6. Basically, try to push e5 fast. Don't give him time to kind of put his pieces where he wants to, and make it uncomfortable for him. And remember, really try to attack, but have that balance of not attacking too fast at the same time. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hope you guys were entertained.